Hi, this is a quick sound demo of the 7th mod on Typhoon, which is a Kammerl bit repeater algorithm. So the idea of this algorithm is slicing the incoming audio signal. It works very well with drums and beats, but it can lead to interesting results while using arpeggio or things like that. This mod can be a little tricky to understand because you have a correlation between the clock you are feeding to the triggering input, the clock division, and the loop begin, etc. parameters. So one good thing is just to try many things, many clock, etc. And you will see if you like what it does. So first, many of the parameters have changed. So the first one is now the loop begin. So it defines the loop interval relative to the slice duration. So it will depend of the clock division and on the clock you are feeding it. It can enable in sync bit repetition. So during the fader's course, you have many division or things like that. Right after the second fader is size modulation, so it will enable to ping-pong bouncing ball effect. We will see that in a second while the song demo. Here you have the loop size, so it will depend of the clock you're feeding it, and it's you have on the upper position clockwise, you will have some regular quantization, so you have free and quantized 1 to 64, etc., etc., and on the bottom or counterclockwise you will have some alternating repetition. So you will see in the sound demo, and here it's the slice step, so it will enable some different slice skipping or randoming the slice it does. Here you have the weight is now the slice probability, so all the way to counterclockwise to the left you have no probability, so it's dry, and while you increasing the value it will enable some bit repeating, and all the way to the right it will be 100% weight. Sometimes I really like to use it on 100% weight and just mix the original signal to the bit repeating. We will see that in the demo. Here, this parameter is not the clock division, so it will depend of the clock you are feeding to the triggering input. Right after you have the pitch modulation, will depend of the tune parameter. So during the course of the knob you have different pitch modulation. The first one is reverse, after you have increasing pitch, decreasing pitch, and the last one is something like vinyl scratching effects. And the last one, reverb, is no feedback. This mod can be a little tricky to exactly understand what everything does, so take your time and try things. This is the key for find really interesting things to do with that. So first, let's put a really simple bit on it. I build a really simple modular bit for understand exactly what the module does, and you need to feed a clock input here, so let's do that. The module will respond really differently if you feed it a quick clock or a slow clock, so just experiment. So first, let's hear the dry bit. So as you can hear, really simple. So let's introduce some so this is the loop begin. Let's enable some loop size. Let's put it on 100% weight. Let's put some the original mix back. Let's try some clock division. Let's remove the dry signal. Let's introduce some feedback. Let's introduce some pitch modulation. So the first one is reverse. Let's put some dry. Let's remove the dry signal. Let's change the clock division. Let's put some dry signal on it. Let's remove the dry signal. Alright, so I hope it will help you to understand what you can do with this algorithm. To be honest, this is one of the most hard to understand between the correlation between the clock, the loop begin, etc. So you need to try it. And don't forget, it's highly dependent on the clock and the clock division you are feeding it. So let's try to experiment with fast or slow clock. And remember, you can use it not only for drum, but for other material. It can lead to interesting results too. See you for the next one. Bye bye.